Hey, what's up, people? Piz out here, and while I was doing my series, The 13 Days of Friday the 13th, my channel reached 3,000 subscribers. So first off, I just want to say big thanks to everybody out there, old subscribers, new subscribers, people who have been just encouraging and have given me kind words over the years. I definitely appreciate it. I recently posted on Facebook and Twitter saying that, you know, my YouTube channel was on the verge of 3,000 subscribers. How should I celebrate this milestone aside from the usual, you know, contests, giveaways, etc., that people do when they reach such milestones, and which I've done in the past myself. And I had a couple of interesting suggestions. Christian Hanna, who I'll put a link to his channel in the description below, suggested that I shave my head on camera. And although I have taken the hair down pretty low in the past, I just don't think having a curly Q kind of, you know, totally bald appearance would look too attractive on me. I'm somebody who, I mean, I would have to carry around the little spritz bottle with like baby oil in it and keep my head just glistening and smooth looking all the time, and just baby oil everywhere. And that's not appealing at all. I've also got kind of a flat skull in the back, which I blame my mother for that. I guess she didn't turn me over onto my belly enough when I was a baby in the crib, and the back of my skull is kind of flat. I've also noticed throughout the years that people with similar ailments, as far as having a flat skull in the back, are all sort of big and tall people. So I'm not sure what, you know, if the skull presses against like the pituitary gland, or if it affects a region of the brain that sort of, you know, alternates what, you know, your height is and stuff like that. But I think that's kind of interesting. Everybody that I've seen with that sort of abnormality are big and tall people. So I don't know, something to be looked into. Another fellow by the name of Retro Cac said you could give somebody with 5 subscribers a shout out. So there's your shout out, Retro Cac. I will put a link to his channel in the description below. Hopefully the Piz Out push will get you up to 10 whole subscribers. I do hope so. So there's your shout out, Retro Cac. And I had somebody else, and I looked on Facebook, I looked on Twitter, and I couldn't find the person or the suggestion. So I'm not sure if it was emailed to me or sent to me via YouTube or in a comment to one of my videos. So I do apologize to the person who suggested that I talk about my YouTube influences. What channels influenced me to want to start my own channel? And I registered my YouTube channel back in 2007. But I didn't upload any videos until about March of 2009. And I'd kind of talked about my history just a little bit here and there on this channel. But it was something that I've wanted to talk about more in depth because, you know, 2009, it doesn't seem like that long ago. But when you think about it, I mean, it's 2014 now. That was quite a few years ago. And, you know, 400 and something odd, you know, videos later, you know, here I am now. And I don't honestly remember what channel or what YouTuber sort of got me, you know, excited about wanting to upload videos, or what channels I even just watched for entertainment's sake back in the day. I want to say Dead Pit, because Dead Pit, I don't know, for me it all kind of starts with Dead Pit, to be perfectly honest. So if they weren't like the first channel that I watched that got me into at least watching people in the YouTube movie community, it certainly influenced me to want to upload videos of my own. But you know, I can remember watching those videos. I remember watching videos from, you know, Raho Magnifico, from people like B. West Jr. from Endurance Productions, Jay the Stingray. You know, Ryan 1988 was doing stuff back then. Mad Puppet Death. Oh gosh, who else? A long list of people who, you know, most of them are still uploading videos to this day and still doing really great videos on YouTube. There were quite a few people at the time who I really enjoyed their videos, who just, you know, for one reason or another don't upload videos anymore, but I really liked their content, and they definitely influenced me. The big one that jumps to mind is a fellow by the name of James, an Australian fella. I believe his channel was called Jerashut, and it's still there. The videos are still there, but he just kind of you know, stopped uploading videos. And I hope he's, you know, doing well. I hope he's you know, still around. But yeah, really nice guy. I really liked his videos. Really thought he was a cool guy. Another guy who did just massive DVD updates was a fellow by the name of Chocolate Torpedo. I don't think he uploads anymore, but I used to watch his videos a lot as well. Several others, the names don't really come to mind, but they're just not around anymore. And I don't know if it was my perception was just limited of the YouTube movie community at the time, but there seemed like there were a lot fewer people uploading videos than there are now. There's just, today there seems to be, the movie community is, it just seems enormous today. I mean, there's just so many channels, and a lot of them are doing really, you know, great videos. And, you know, it's really cool. And, you know, I get messages on Facebook and on YouTube and here and there from people saying, you know, I want to start my own YouTube channel. I feel influenced by you. You know, I really like what you do. I want to do my own YouTube channel. Or they'll say, you know, I just started my YouTube channel. Will you check out a video and let me know, you know, critique it. Let me know what you think. And that's really flattering. And I really do sort of, you know, take that to heart, and I try and, you know, be encouraging and you know, and say, you know, you're doing this well, you know, work on this, do that, and really take it to heart and try and you know, steer people in the right direction. But the main thing that I always tell people when they ask me, you know, they want to open their own YouTube channel, they want to start uploading videos, you know, what words of encouragement do you have? I mean, number one is always have fun. If you're not having fun doing this, then don't do it. Number two, you know, be confident. Because, you know, I mean, you're gonna have people out there who are, you know, you're gonna deal with trolls. You're gonna deal with people who, you know what I mean, just differences of opinion. They take a difference of opinion as a personal affront, and you yourself cannot take a difference of opinion as a personal affront. I mean, I look at the people out there who sit in front of a camera like I am right now, and they talk into the camera, and they give their opinion about whatever, you know, the movie is, or they're doing updates, or they're doing, you know, unboxings, whatever they're doing. And I look at those people, and those are brave people. You know what I mean? Because, you know, you're putting yourself out there. And, you know what I mean? A lot of good comes from it, and a lot of bad can come from it as well. I think, you know, anybody who's been around for any length of time on YouTube, you know, you've dealt with trolls, you've dealt with people who, you know, just for one reason or another, that's just sort of, you know, I've always looked at it as, you know, if you're getting trolls, if you're getting thumbs downs on your video, you're doing something right. You're doing something right, because you're either somebody is jealous of you, of what you're doing, or, you know, you've, you know, again, the difference of opinion thing. I mean, some people can't handle a difference of opinion. They take it as a personal affront when it's absolutely not. I tell people, you know, content. Content is always key. You know, don't worry about, you know, fancy editing, fancy graphics, you know, crazy lighting, all that jazz. Content, you know, content should be your number one focus. You know, I mean, my videos have always been sit down in front of the camera and talk with as few cuts and edits as humanly possible. And if I drone on, or if I go off on a tangent, you know, then it just happens. It's unedited. It's kind of raw. I mean, if you can, you know, if you're somebody who has, you know, skill in editing and in graphic design, and, you know, you've got those wacky filters and you've got awesome lighting and all that stuff, I mean, that's great. Use it by all means. But, you know, content is what's going to keep people coming back to your videos over and over again. What you say is far more important than, you know, your graphic intro, or, you know, the filter you're using over your light. You know, content is always key. And, you know, again, I mean, it's just, you know, have fun. It's just have fun. I mean, I was around, and this is going to date me. You know, I was doing this before there was, you know, YouTube partnerships and YouTube money and, you know, ads in front of videos and ads all over YouTube. You know, so I mean, you were doing it back then for fun, as a hobby. And, you know, just do it for fun. Just have fun with it. If you're not having fun with it, then just, you know, then don't do it. Content. And, you know, like I said, I look at those people who sit in front of the camera like this, who do what I do, and I think those are brave people. Those are courageous people. You can sit in front of a camera, just them, you know, and talk about an opinion, you know, their opinion on whatever movie or whatever, and just sort of, you know, put themselves out there. You know, a lot of good comes from it, some bad comes from it as well. Dealing with trolls, the easiest way to deal with a troll is to delete their comment, block them, and move on and forget about it. But also know, too, that if you're getting those trolls, if you're getting those thumbs downs, you're doing something right. You're doing something right. Essentially, you're doing something right. So, I hope this was an informative video for you guys. If any of you guys out there have any, you know, questions, you know, I've always been very open about, you know, advice or whatever. I definitely take it as something that's, you know, very flattered whenever I get a message like that. So I mean, you know, anybody out there who's wanting to open a YouTube channel, who wants to start, you know, uploading videos, you know, if you have any, you want to ask me for any advice or anything like that, by all means, you know, feel free to do so. There's a lot of great YouTubers out there now that I'm, you know, very happy to be, you know, considered, you know, YouTube friends with, who, you know, check my subscription bar. You know, the guys who I work with on the Sausage Factory are all great people. They do great videos on YouTube. There's just a lot of channels. You know, I thought about even doing like a shout out to some more channels that I really like watching on YouTube today, but there's just too many, and I don't want to leave anybody out. But yeah, there's just a lot of great content out there in the YouTube movie community, and yeah, it's just it's a lot of fun. I've had a great time over the years, you know, running into people who know me from YouTube at conventions and hanging out with other YouTubers at conventions and stuff, and you know, it's just been a lot of fun. So yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate the support again, all, you know, throughout the years, and yeah, until next time, you guys take it easy. Have a good one. Peace.